Jai Swaminarayan. Welcome to our e-learning classroom. Friends, in our previous class, you have already studied about the cases, the name of cases and use of different cases in Sanskrit language. So now, today, we are going to learn about the Akaran Pullingah Shabdanam Rupakyanani. That means forms of nouns with ending vowels a. Okay, but before starting this, to make a forms of noun of the word Dev, God, okay, we are going to revise some words here. So these are our cases. The first case is known as nominative case, means the subject of the sentence, okay, and the second case is accusative case, means the object of the sentence. Third case is the instrumental case, means the instrument which the verb used, okay. The fourth case is dative case, means for whom or for which the act is done. The fifth case is ablative case, means the things from depart, which from depart. The sixth case is genitive case, means it is show the relationship with one noun to another noun in the sentence. The seventh case is the locative case, it shows the time and location of the action. And the last, Sambodhanam, means address, when we invoke anyone itself. So here the words are given, these are the forms of nouns, okay, the word ending with a. So here we have taken the word Dev. Dev means God. So for nominative case, Devaha for singular, Devo for dual, and Devaha for plural. Devaha means God. Devo means two gods, and Devaha means many gods. In accusative case, here it is the object, okay, so it is called to God, to two gods, to many gods, means Devam means to God, Devo means two gods, and Devan means too many gods. Okay. In the third case, in instrumental case, we use the word Devena, Devabhyam, Devehe. Devena means by God, Devabhyam means by two gods, Devehe means by many gods. Okay. In fourth case, dative case, we use the word Devaya, Devabhyam, Devebhyaha. Devaya means for God, for two gods, Devebhyaha means for many gods. Okay. In the fifth case, ablative case, means the things depart from something. So Devata, Devabhyam, Devebhyaha. From God, from two gods, from many gods. In the sixth case, it is genitive case, and it shows the relationship between one noun to another nouns. It means possession. So Devasya means of God, of two gods, of many gods. Okay. Devasya means of God, Devayoho means of two gods, and Devanam means of many gods. Seventh, locative case, it shows the location of the action or time of the action. Deve means Deve means in God, Devayoho means in two gods, and Deveshu means in many gods. And Sambodhanam means address when we invoke or call gods at the time. He Dev, He Devo, He Devaha means O God, O two gods, and O many gods. So these are the forms of noun, the words ending with vowels a. So we can also make the forms of noun of other words that endings in vowel a. Like the words are Ramah, Ram, Gaja, Bal, Bruksha. Okay, so those words ending in vowel a, the forms of noun and the suffixes we add here are remain same. Okay, so these are the forms of noun, the words with ending vowel a. Okay friends, so now we are going to learn the forms of noun of Ikarant Pulling Shabdanam. That means forms of nouns of words ending with vowel E. So we have taken here word Muni. Muni, that means sage. Okay, so for first case, nominative case, the word Munihi, Muni, Munayaha. Munihi means a sage. Muni means two sages, and Munayaha means many sages. For second case, accusative case means the object Munim, Muni, Munina. Munim means two, a sage, two sages, and Munin means two, many sages. And the third case is the instrumental case, means the instrument which the verb used. Okay, for that we use the word Munina for singular, Munibhyam for dual, and Munibihi for plural. Munina means by a sage or by sage. Munibhyam means by two sages, and Munibihi means by many sages. We can also write only by sages too. Okay, and the fourth case is dative case, means we act for someone else. We act for someone. So Munayehe for singular, Munibhyam for dual, and Munibhya for plural. Okay, so for sage, for two sages, and for many sages. Okay, so Munayehe means for sage, Munibhyam means for two sages, and Munibhya means for many sages. The fifth case is ablative case. Okay, we use the word Munehe, Munibhyam, Munibhya. Munehe means from sage, Munibhyam means from two sages, and Munibhya means from many sages. Okay, so these are the singular, dual, and plural forms of ablative case. The sixth case is genitive case, means the relation between two noun in the sentence. So we use mune verb for singular, munehe, muneyoho, muninam. So munehe means of sage, muneyoho means of two sages, and muninam means of many sages. Okay, so seventh case is the locative case. It shows the location and time of the action. So we use the word muno for singular, munoyoho for dual, and munishu for plural. Muno means in sage, munoyoho means in two sages, and munishu means in many sages. And the last sambodhanam means address. So he mune, he muni, he munayah. He mune means O sage, he muni means O two sages, and he munayah means O many sages. So these are the forms of noun of word muni, okay, that endings in the vowel e of masculine gender means pulling shabda. We can also make such kind of forms of noun of word rishi, okay, rishi word also ending in ikarant pulling shabda. So we can also make the forms of noun using these suffixes into the word rishi. Okay friends, now we are going to learn the ukaran pulling shabdanam rupakyanani, means forms of nouns of words ending with vowel u of masculine gender. So here we have taken the word banu, that means son. So for first case, that is nominative case, and it is subject of the sentence or action, banuhu for singular, banu for dual, and banavaha for plural. Okay, banuhu means a son, banu means two sons, and banavaha means many sons. In second case, accusative case, it is the object in the sentence. We use bhanum for singular, bhanu for dual, and bhanuna for plural. Okay, so bhanum means two son, bhanu means two sons, and bhanuna means two many sons. We can also write two sons also. In third case, that is instrumental case, means the instrument which used by the verb, for singular bhanuna, for dual bhanubhyam, for plural bhanubhihi. Bhanuna means by son, bhanubhyam means by two sons, and bhanubhihi means by many sons. The fourth case is the dative case, means we do any action for someone else. Okay, for singular bhanave, for dual bhanubhyam, and for plural bhanubhyah. Bhanave means for son, bhanubhyam means for two sons, and bhanubhyah means for many sons. Okay. Our fifth case is ablative case, means the things depart from something. Okay, so for singular bhanoho, for dual bhanubhyam, and for plural bhanubhyah. Bhanoho means from son, bhanubhyam means from two sons, and bhanubhyah means from many sons. You can see here the suffixes that we add in each of the words. The sixth case is the genitive case, means it shows the relationship or possessionship between two nouns in a sentence. So, bhanoho for ekvachan, bhanvoho for dual, bhanunam for plural. Bhanoho means of son, bhanvoho means of two sons, bhanunam means of many sons. The seventh case is locative case. It shows the location of the action or time of the action. So for singular we use bhano, for dual we use bhanvoho, and for plural we use bhanu shu. Bhanoho means in son, bhanvoho means in two sons, and bhanushu means in many sons. Okay, and the last is the sambodhanam, means addressing. Okay, so hey bhano for singular, hey bhanu, and hey bhanava. It looks similar like the nominative case. So hey bhano means O son, hey bhanu means O two sons. When we are addressing two sons at that time we use O bhanu. Okay, and hey bhanavaha for O many sons, means when we are addressing many things, plural things, at that time we use hey bhanavaha, means O many sons. So these are the suffixes when we add after the words. Okay, the cases of the ukarant pulling words, ukarant pulling nouns is become. Okay, so you can also make same kinds of forms of nouns for the word guruhu. Guru means preceptor. Okay, and sadhu. Okay, so you can also make the same kind of forms of noun using these words. So friends, today we have learned the how we can make the forms of noun of akarant pulling shabda, ukarant pulling shabda, and ikarant pulling shabda, means the vowels ending in a, u, and e. Okay, in masculine gender. So today we learn their cases. Okay, today we learn their forms of nouns. Now we can learn the other forms of noun of striling and napusakling in our next classes. Thank you so much.